Hey everybody, it's Joel Norden here, and today I'm going to do a quick review of The Hittites by Charles River Editors. Um, I've read a few other of their books, and they are perfect for somebody that's trying to you want to know whether you can get into the topic or not. Um, they're short, sweet, to the point, but they still give you some info. Um, I am still kind of torn on the rating. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the synopsis, kind of explain a little bit. The Hittites, for those of you who don't know, are give me a second, are ancient civilizations from the Anatolia region. I believe it's like in the modern day Turkey and Syria, but we'll get into that in a second. We're gonna read through the synopsis. Like I said, their books are really nice. I can't remember the other two that I read, but they were also, like I said, they were short, sweet, to the point. They're only I listened to them, and they're an hour too long. Narration is not bad at all. I found this enjoyable. I'm probably gonna give this a 3 out of 5 stars. And if you're kind of curious what it's about, I'm gonna pop this up here, read through that a little bit. So it says, whoever after me becomes king resettles Hatsua's, let the storm god of the sky strike him. A Hittite inscription found at the capital city of Hatsua. The pages of the world history textbook contain a litany of lost empires and civilizations, but usually upon further review, it is revealed that these so-called lost empires are often just lesser-known cultures that had a less apparent impact on history than other more well-known civilizations. When one scours the pages of history for civilization that was inexplicably lost but had a great impact during its time, very few candidates can be found, but the Hittites are a notable example. In fact, the Hittites are an ancient people who remain somewhat enigmatic, and perhaps little known to most people, but their influence on ancient Near East is undeniable. From high on their capital of Hatsua in central Anatolia, that's Anatolia. The Hittites were able to conquer and control a kingdom that roughly comprised the area of the modern nation states of Turkey, Syria, and parts of Iraq and Lebanon. So Iraq and Lebanon are included in those areas that they were in, through a combination of brute force military force and shrewd diplomatic machinations. Compared to some of their other contemporaries, including the Egyptians, Assyrians, Babylonians, the Hittites were somewhat distant both culturally and geographically. The Hittites were an Indo-European speaking in an ocean of Afro-Asiatic and Semitic groups. Sorry, guys. My speech is awful. Their homeland was to the north of Mesopotamia, and it contained no major river like the Nile, Tigris, or Euphrates River. The Hittite Empire was also far less enduring than its neighbors, as it only existed from about 1800 to 1200 BCE, which was considerably shorter than most other major kingdoms of the Near East. With that said, the influence of the Hittites on I don't think I'm gonna read through all this, but basically, guys, they do a lot of this they talk about in the book, that they are explaining right there. That's kind of a crazy giant synopsis. But basically they kind of talk about the Hittites from what we've found, and kind of break down how they fell, that whole thing. It doesn't go into crazy depth, especially in some of the other history books I've read, but that's why I think it's perfect for somebody who's like just starting to get into history stuff, or they're like, oh, I want to know what the Hittites are. For a prime example, when I was a kid, I played Age of Empires, and the Hittites were one of the empires I always played as, but I never really knew anything about them. And the more I played them and enjoyed them, I wanted to learn more about them. So now, 15 years later, 20 years, whatever it is, I'm researching these guys just for fun. And this is like a perfect gateway into it. A lot of what they explained I already knew because of the great courses. However, The stuff I had researched on the Great Courses was more the Mesopotamia area. So they were noted in there, the Hittites were, but they weren't exactly talked about in depth. And this didn't give quite the depth I was hoping for, especially coming off the last history book I read, which was crazy in depth. But this was still a nice little hour explanation of them and a little. So I got some nice little shreds of stuff in there. But yeah, overall, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. I would read it again, no problems. Yeah. I can't think of anything else really to say about it. But yeah, so 3 out of 5. I would read it again, and I'm definitely going to check out other stuff. I think I read something about, I want to say it was like the native tribes. I don't remember. But yeah, I definitely check out more books by Charles River editors as well. So there you guys have it. If you guys enjoyed my brief review and kind of explanation of this book, do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll also comment if you enjoyed the review or if you have any pointers of what you would like to hear from me. I'm just getting started on this, and as you can tell, I'm not great at speaking, but I'm doing my best here and trying to have a little bit of fun with it. But yeah, so feel free to drop any kind of criticism you got in the review or in the comment section, and I'll check those out. And I hopefully will keep continuing doing these because I do enjoy them. So yes, thank you guys for swinging by. Appreciate it very much. I hope you guys all have a great night. Peace out.